They say the greatest thing on earth is the knowledge of self. Welcome to Piffology. Let's go.
In Greek mythology, the Muses were the 9 goddesses of the arts and sciences. They were considered the inspirational goddesses of literature, science, and the arts. Each muse was associated with a particular domain of creativity. Calliope was the muse of epic poetry and eloquence. She was often depicted holding a writing tablet or a scroll and was considered the eldest and wisest of the muses. Cleo was the muse of history. She was portrayed with a scroll, a chest of books, or a lyre. Her name is derived from the Greek word kleos, which means glory or fame. Euterpe was the muse of music and lyric poetry. She was often depicted holding a double flute, a simple musical instrument. Thalia was the muse of comedy and idyllic poetry. She was usually portrayed with a comic mask, a shepherd's crook, or a wreath of ivy. Melpomene was the muse of tragedy. She was depicted with a tragic mask, a sword, or a club. She was associated with the somber aspects of art and literature. Terpsichore was the muse of dance and choral poetry. She was often depicted with a lyre and dancing shoes. Erato was the muse of love poetry. She was often depicted with a lyre and a wreath of roses. Polyhymnia was the muse of sacred poetry, sacred hymn, and eloquence. She was depicted as a pensive and meditative figure. Urania was the muse of astronomy. She was often portrayed with a celestial globe or compass and was associated with the study of the heavens. The Muses were believed to provide inspiration to poets, musicians, scholars, and artists, guiding and aiding them in their creative endeavors. Their names and attributes represent the diverse areas of human creativity, from history and poetry to music and dance. The concept of the Muses has had a lasting influence on the arts and continues to be a symbol of inspiration and creativity today. To where as though, in a small, picturesque village nestled in the heart of Greece, there lived a young and curious girl named Callista. She was known far and wide for her insatiable thirst for knowledge and her yearning to create beautiful stories through her words. Her eyes sparkled with the glint of a dreamer, and her heart beat to the rhythm of an artist. One sunny morning, while wandering through the woods, Callista stumbled upon an enchanted glade. In the center of the glade stood a group of 9 women, each more beautiful and ethereal than the last. They radiated an aura of wisdom and creativity. These were the Muses, the goddesses of inspiration, the keepers of artistic flame. Callista approached the Muses with a heart full of awe and humility. She shared her dreams of becoming a great storyteller, creating epics and tales that would be remembered for generations. Her voice quivered as she asked, "O Muses, grant me the gift of your inspiration so that my stories may ignite the souls of those who hear them." The Muses, moved by her sincerity and passion, smiled kindly at Callista. Calliope, the muse of epic poetry, stepped forward and touched the young girl's forehead. Suddenly, Callista felt an overwhelming rush of inspiration coursing through her veins. Her mind was filled with vivid scenes, compelling characters, and beautiful verses. With this newfound gift, Callista began to create stories that captured the hearts and minds of all who read them. Her words flowed like a river, and her stories took flight like majestic birds. She wove tales of heroes and heroines, of love and adventure, and her words resonated with the very essence of the human spirit. People from near and far traveled to the village to hear her stories, and Callista's fame spread like wildfire. Her words inspired countless others to pursue their own creative passions. As the years passed, Callista continued to honor the gift bestowed upon her by the Muses. She never forgot the enchanting encounter in the glade and the generous spirits who had given her the power to weave tales that would stand the test of time. And so, In the village where creativity and inspiration flourished, Callista's legacy became intertwined with the legacy of the Muses. Her stories were a testament to the eternal connection between the mortal world and the divine realm of inspiration, reminding all that the gift of the Muses was not just for one, but for all those who dared to dream and create.
Welcome to Piffology. Like, comment, and subscribe.